kindly remind our fellow colleagues and participants that the program has started already, and it's just a 1-hour program, and we wouldn't want to waste much of our time, as our speaker already has the minutes he is going to use. And I hope we are all prepared. I want us to have our jotters, our pen ready, and be ready to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. Thank you very much. To waste much of our time, as our speaker already has the minutes he is going to use. And I hope we are all prepared. I want us to have our jotters, our pen ready, and be ready to learn, to So we're waiting for like 2 minutes for other participants to join in, so as not to lose out on any of the activities that we'll be having today. Please kindly send a message on the chat box if you can hear me clearly. Okay, thank you, Ainde Olumide, you're welcome. Thank you, Osilama and Loretta. Thank you, Obaso Taiwo. Thank you. I'm loving the vibes that I'm getting already. So I'm having an active participant. I'm having an active members this evening. And that's a good sign that we're going to have a very interactive session this evening. Thank you all and welcome once again. So let me briefly talk about TVA, the Vanguard Africa. Is a non-profit organization that has been established to build leaders in every space of life. And we've run through so many activities, our masterclass, boot camps, and also we have our village meetings every Saturdays where we discuss a whole lot of topics ranging from academics, spiritual relationships, ranging from career, technical, the IT department, every aspect of life that we discuss in our village meeting every Saturday. We talk, we invite facilitators to share their experiences with us, and we have our in-house facilitators who also share their experience with us in the journey of life. And the village meeting is always Saturdays, every Saturdays, 4 to 5 p.m. And it's always insightful and impactful. Like you don't want to miss it. So at the end of today's session, I will implore us to, I guess the link for our website has been sent across all the university groups and the members group. So I would implore us to kindly go through our website and subscribe to our newsletter. And also, if we are interested in joining the organization to be part of TVA, you would kindly go to our website and register. Please, can we all hear me? Okay, thank you, Odion. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, for more information about TVA, kindly visit our website. I would implore Vanguard Babatunde to please send the website on the chat box here on Zoom and also across all the university groups for easy access to our website and to also see the things, the activities that we are doing in the organization. We've been to secondary schools in Lagos State, in Ogun State for boot camps to address students on the importance of education, as we all know that education is now losing its importance. So we tend to encourage them on the importance of education, and also to live an impactful life, to live a life of loyalty, to live a life of integrity. And also we train and have sessions with undergraduates, and that's where we have our masterclass sessions. We always have our masterclass once in a year, and it comes up around July. And that's when we address issues affecting undergraduates, issues that seems like a burden to undergraduates. And we tend to invite facilitators that most of us are conversant with, and those that have scaled through some aspects of life that some undergraduates are currently going through now. So I implore us to visit our website once again for more information about the Vanguard Africa. Thank you and welcome once again. So before I move on, I want us to, if you have any question during the course of our facilitators' teachings, I want us to drop it in the chat box, because we might not have the chance of muting or unmuting some people. Like, there might not be a chance for us to unmute participants. So if you have any questions during the course of the session, you can kindly please drop your questions in the chat box and we will address it. Thank you very much. I guess our facilitator is with us now. Please, can you show your face if you are on the call now? Oh, thank you very much. I've seen your message in the chat box, so that's enough for me. So when it's time for you to speak, we would kindly unmute you. Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy, and welcome. So I'll be reading Mr. Timothy's citation, but before then, I want to read a short quote by our very own Vanguard Muyiwa. You are not too young to start planning towards building a sustainable income. Life is becoming more challenging by the day, and those who went ahead of you without planning are learning the lessons already. That's the quote, and I would like to read it again for better understanding. It says, you are not too young to start planning towards building a sustainable income. Life is becoming more challenging by the day. Those who went ahead of you without planning are learning the lessons already. So we all know what we are currently experiencing in Nigeria, and of course, this is a time whereby you don't have to focus on one stream of income, and it's not too late for you to start earning an income, even as an undergraduate. So I welcome you all to today's webinar on scaling your business as an entrepreneur. That's our topic for today, scaling your business as an entrepreneur. And our guest speaker for today is Mr. Timothy Muyiwa. I'll be reading his citation, and after then you would have the mic. Vanguard Press. Timothy Muyiwa is a serial entrepreneur, a digital marketer, sales expert, and business coach. He is the founder and CEO of Timmy Kettle Limited, a company that deals majorly in e-commerce and telecommunication. His passion for helping fellow businessmen and women succeed in their business has led him to create several trainings and programs on e-commerce, sales, marketing, and scaling of businesses. His trainings and teachings has helped hundreds of youth start up their own business and guided them to be able to scale it to millions of naira in profit monthly. Recently, Timothy Moyofola founded his real estate company called. Please, can we all hear me? Thank you. I'm sorry for that, for the break. So I'll start again. I'm very sorry about that. Timothy Moyofola is a serial entrepreneur, a digital marketer, sales expert, and business coach. He is the founder and CEO of Timmy Kettle Limited, a company that deals majorly in e-commerce and telecommunication. His passion for helping fellow businessmen and women succeed in their business has led him to create several trainings and programs on e-commerce, sales, marketing, and scaling of businesses. His trainings and teachings has helped hundreds of youths start up their own business and guided them to be able to scale it to millions of naira in profit monthly. Recently, Timothy Moyofola founded his real estate company called God's Land Empire, which was battered to help millionaires become billionaires in a decade or less through strategic real estate investments, and also to solve the problem of liquidation of assets in the real estate. So Timothy, we welcome Mr. Timothy Moyofola, Chief Executive Officer of Timmy Kettle Limited. Is the one we are meant to call the Idongogo of real estate and business. Mr. Timothy, we welcome you and you have the floor. Thank you. Please, can we all welcome him in the chat box by clapping? Thank you all. Mr. Timothy, can I have the floor, sir? Thank you all. I can see that we are already welcoming him. Thank you. Mr. Timothy. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Oh, okay. So can we all drop in the chat box the universities that we are all attending? Because I guess we have most of undergraduates here. And while dropping the university, while sending the university that you attend, I want you guys to drop your expectations. What do you expect to learn? What do you expect to gain after today's session and throughout the webinar? And also, I would like to inform you that, yeah, Okoye Blessing from Enugu, Ainde Olabisi Onabanjo, yes. So I would want to tell you that the webinar spans through the month of June, every Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. Welcome, Favor from University of Benin. Welcome, Samuel Adeyemi from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ayomikun from OOU, University of Benin, Hope Odion. I expect a thrilling and enlightening session. Wow, that's interesting. So I guess Mr. Timothy is on the call now. Mr. Timothy, are you on the call? So in case you have any question before the session starts, you can drop your message on the chat box. In the chat box, we will address it. I'm seeing a graduate. Wow. Babatunde. That's good. Oluwaseun OOU. That's good. Achievers University, Midday. I want us to drop our expectations too as we are dropping our universities. Oh, Mr. Timothy, can you please unmute and start your session, sir? Mr. Timothy, can you please unmute and start your session? Mr. Timothy, we can't hear you. We are speaking. You can keep our messages coming in. Okay. You'll be with us shortly. Please kindly remind your friends, your colleagues about today's session for them to join. Kindly send a message to your friends. Yes, he's going to join us in a minute. A graduate of law and also to learn more. Interesting. Let's keep our messages coming. Hope Odion, I can see that you are ready. You are ready to be equipped, indeed. Hope Odion says she's so excited for today's session. Wow, that's good. That's interesting. Welcome, Victor Kolawole. We're so happy to have you here too. Mr. Timothy, please, we can't still hear you. We are speaking. So our program, the University Congress, is themed Equipped. Samuel Adeyemi, I'm ecstatic to be here, and I do hope to be equipped throughout the session. Yes, I love it. I love that. I love the hope in us. I love the zeal in us to learn. Yes. So I hope that after today's session, you will invite your friends, your colleagues to join in. Okay. Mr. Timothy, you are the host. You made you a co-host, sir. Mr. Timothy, you are the co-host, sir. You can have the floor. You can start speaking, sir. All right, sir. We can't hear you, sir. Or can any one of us hear Mr. Timothy? Okay, okay. That means it's not from my end alone. Okay, okay. He's rectifying. I think he's from his side. He's trying to rectify his maybe network or his speaker. Okay. So our Congress is planning for 4 weeks in the month of June, and it is themed Equipped. That is to equip us in a fun-filled, educating, and enlightening session. And I hope to have a memorable experience. Yes, I love the vibe. I love the vibe. That's we are ready to learn. That shows that we're ready to learn. Yes, I love that vibe. So we'll be learning about business, about tech, about relationships, about academics. Yes, majorly about those four major areas of life. And of course, we've been sending flyers, and I know you would have read through the flyers and what each and every of our speakers have achieved and what they are currently doing in their space. And I want us to be ready, like I rightly said, and be prepared to learn. If you have any questions, that's okay. Vanguard Press, can you make Mr. Timothy the co-host again? We're so sorry for the delay and the inconveniences. And even after today's session, I still have questions that we've not answered. You can kindly drop it in your group or your university group chat. We will address it in the next meeting. Kayode Telma, can you hear me now? So as I was saying, I said if you have any questions after today's session, or maybe we're unable to address the question, you can kindly drop it on your group chat. Vanguard Praise, can you kindly make Mr. Timothy the co-host? Vanguard Press, Vanguard IO. Vanguard IO, can you kindly make Mr. Timothy the co-host? Vanguard Babatunde, can you kindly see to what? Can you kindly help me get through to Vanguard Press to make Vanguard Mr. Timothy the co-host? Vanguard, Mr. Timothy, you have the floor. I've made you the co-host.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? Okay. So sorry about the mix up. And
yes, we can hear you, but your line.
Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. We are very sorry about the mix-up and the little delay.
No problem, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We can hear you clearly and audibly, sir.
Okay, you can hear me clearly now. I had
yes,
to
sir.
actually switch my laptop.
Okay, sir. You can have the floor, sir. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Timothy, are you there? We can hear you. The on and off. I think it's from his end. Mr. Timothy, welcome back.
Okay, so I am back now, and I'm back finally. I promise there won't be any glitch again. I apologize for all the delay and all the glitches. Please accept my apology. Are we still here? Let me be sure everyone is still here.
Yes, sir. We are still here, sir. Can we drop a message on the chat box for Mr. Timothy?
So I can be sure
Let's
everybody.
welcome him back.
Okay, thank you so much, Favor. Favor said apology accepted. Like I said, I can't apologize enough. I had to switch laptop for this to work. I didn't know what happened to the laptop I was using before. And this is not my first time of hosting Zoom meetings, because I host Zoom meetings currently also, but that's how it will be. I think my slide is with you already. Should I share it from my end, or will you share it from your end?
Vanguard praise.
Okay.
Please, I'll sit to that.
So I'm waiting. I just want to know if I should share it from my end, or I think I should just share it from my end.
Yes, kindly share it from your end, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Let me see if I can share screen. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
So can we see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Screen sharing has stopped. I think someone stopped. Okay, let me try it again. Can we see my screen now?
Yes, sir. We can see it, sir.
Okay. Okay, so welcome once again. Today we'll be talking about how to scale your business as a young entrepreneur. How to scale your business as a young entrepreneur. Now, before I proceed, because I love interactive classes, and the best way to get the most out of this meeting is actually when it is interactive. So I'll be asking questions, I'll be expecting you to drop your responses on the chat box. Let me put this in full screen so that all distractions. Okay. So, like I said, scaling. Now, the first question I want to ask is, I want to know the kind of people that are here so that I can deliver a well-tailored message to you. So I can deliver a well-tailored message to you. If I know the people I'm speaking to, I'll be able to deliver a well-tailored message. So the first question I will be asking is, I want you to drop the school. I've seen the school. I don't think I need the school again. I just need your level and the business you are doing currently. Your level and the business you are doing currently. Because if you are talking about scaling your business, then I need to know the businesses you are doing. So I can, when I'm making examples, citing illustrations, so I can focus on those businesses. So if you mention your business, it would be a huge advantage for you, because I would be able to use your business as an example when it comes to scaling and the like. So please. Okay, 100 level makeup artist. Okay, baking and writing 100 level. Okay, I own a clothing and graduated in male sales jewelries. So I want everybody to pay attention. I know our time is fast spent already, but I tell you, the remaining minutes we have left would be worth your time. I can guarantee you on that. The remaining, so only a few people have dropped their responses here. Postgraduate student, I fix mobile phones and gadgets, 100 level media personnel, 200 level accessories online, POS, okay. I sell yes, 500 level. I think I have enough. So I can see we are a mixed audience. We have 100 level, 200 level, 500 level. We even have graduates that are here. So, like I said, for last time, let me apologize again. I apologize for the little tech issues we had, and I know Favor has accepted my apology on behalf of everyone. So now I want us to take our attention from there, because I know if you focus on that one, you might not get the message I have for you. So let me go to my slides and let me start from there. So if you, like I said, my name is Timothy Moyofola, and I will be your presenter today. I will be the one handling this session. And my profile has been read, so you know a little about him. So before I proceed, I would just want to say this. Because by the time I start this meeting, I might be saying a lot of, I have done this, I have done that, I have achieved this, I was able to do this. But I just want to acknowledge beforehand that everything is actually through God. God has been my source. He has the one that has actually helped me achieve this thing. I know this is not a Christian gathering, but God is the one that gives us the ability to actually make wealth. He's the one that gives us the power to make wealth. So I acknowledge him in all my things. But I'm not here to preach to you today. I'm not here to tell you it's just grace, grace, grace. I'm here to tell you the practical things I did. So let's go right into it. Why should you listen to me? This is where I want you to start paying attention. Why should you listen to me? The first reason why you should listen to me is because I'm teaching you practically from experience. I'm not here to tell you things I've read from book. I'm not here to tell you things I saw online. I'm not here to tell you, I read books a lot. That's just the truth. I read books a lot. But like I said, I'm not here to tell you things I saw in the book or things someone told me. I'm here to share you my practical experience. So that's the first reason why you should listen to me. The second reason is I have people who have replicated my results. Now, that's not the word. I have trained people and they've gotten almost the same result I get. If you listen to my profile and everything, I train people on structuring their business, scaling their business. So this is actually something I speak on several times. In fact, coming here, I just have to check one of my slides and make sure I make it applicable to us so that I don't just bring one slide from somewhere that I've used before. But the framework is still same. So I teach people this. So I'm teaching you something. And if you can pay attention by the end of this, see, the people that get the most out of any program like this are the people that pay attention during the meeting, not the people that jot the most. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Most likely, you might not even go back to watch this recording. So don't deceive yourself that let me just record it or they will share the recording. Most of the times, we would not go back and check this. So the best is for you to get the maximum you can get while on this live. And the third thing is I started with 4,500 naira. So I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but that's the amount I started business with. And today, God has helped us. Is now businesses that is doing millions of naira in profit monthly, millions of naira, not even few millions, but God has helped us. So let's go right into it. Now, how to scale your business as a young entrepreneur. The first thing I want to say is have the long-term mentality. Have the long-term mentality. Now, those who think and make long-term plans are those who win the hardest. Those who think and make long-term plans are those who win the hardest. Now, I wrote this for myself, using school as an example. Now, let me tell you this. Whatever business you are doing, if you don't see yourself doing that business in 5 years time, 10 years time, then you've already placed a limit on how well you can actually scale that business. You've already placed a limit on how someone asked the question, can that start a business today in this economy? Well, I'm not someone old. Don't think I'm old. Let me share a little bit of my profile for you that was not included. I graduated from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, and I graduated around 2 years ago, or is it 3 years? I think it's 2 years ago. I finished my NYSC. I think it's not up to 2 years that I finished my. So I'm still young. I'm a very young guy. So don't think. So I started the business 4,500. I think that was during my 300 level days, or is it 400? Either 200 level days, I think. So that 4,500 then, let's say it's worth 15,000 naira now, or even if you multiply by 30. So yes, 0 naira can still start business today. I'm not trying to sound like a motivational speaker, but 0. Now, when people say I start a business with 4,500, that does not mean that's the only money I ever needed. But I'm just saying that's what I started with. There are times that I've brought in capital that I'm definitely more than. So exactly, someone said the business I'm going right now, I started it with nothing. So let's not even go into that. Let me just focus on my slide. Don't let me focus on the chart because that might be distracting me. So the first thing I want to say is have the long-term mentality. Now, the reason for having a long-term mentality is if you have the long-term mentality, you can actually make the most money out of your business. Now, before I give you, let me give you an example that since everybody actually graduated from school, why did you go to school? Now, I want to give you an answer that I know you can argue. Yes, I know you can, but just listen to my point of view I'm talking from. The reason why you are spending 4 years in school, 5 years in school, 6 years in school is because you believe that when you graduate from school, you will secure a job that would actually secure your future. No, now that was before. Like that was the mindset our parents had. That go to school. Like before, when you go to school, you are settled for life. So we could sacrifice 4 years in school, 5 years in school, because we know that at the end of the day, once we spend that 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, we would be settled for life. So even studying for 4 years, 5 years would not be a problem for us. Even if you are not getting paid, you are still the one paying money to learn. Now, another example I want to give is, and if you realize that even in school, those who spend the longest time are the ones that when they graduate, they are. Now, I'm not saying this to, it's not even so again. It's not even so again. So let me say what I want to say. But I'm not saying this to rate one course over the another. Now, everything I do today, I graduated from mechanical engineering, and everything I do today is not related. Thank God to some of my profile, those that were online, is not related to mechanical engineering. So I'm not saying this to even maybe rate a course over the other, because at the end of the day, is how you are able to reinvent yourself that matters. Now, but let me go back to my example. People that stay the longest in school, like doctors, lawyers, that spend 6 years. I think lawyers go to barista. They have one school they go to after once they graduate and everything. Doctors go for housemanship and before normally they are the ones that even get paid more because they sacrifice that time while they were in school. Now, my point is, in your business, you can't scale a business you don't see yourself doing in 5 years. Let me repeat myself. You can't scale a business you don't see yourself doing in 5 years' time. You can't scale a business you don't see yourself doing in 4 years' time. You can't scale a business you don't see yourself doing today. So the first thing that you need to be able to scale your business successfully is you need to see yourself doing the business for long. Now, you are doing a business and just to make quick cash is normal, but those that actually scale their business and make a lot of money in their business are those that see themselves doing that business for a long time. Like I said, the reason why you sacrifice 4 years in school, 5 years in school, 6 years, because normally that should actually secure you for life. That should mean your future is guaranteed because you get a nice job before people get a nice job, maybe they graduate, get a car, get these, all these as a graduate from maybe from any school as a graduate. So you get all those, but so that's why you're able to make those sacrifices. Now, the same is still for normal business also. The reason why you're able to sacrifice now to invest in that business, to put the energy, is if you see yourself doing that business for a long period of time. Now, let me share my short story with you. I'm into the e-commerce business. I sell physical products online and the likes. I run as adverts and everything. It's when before I went to immediately I finished my NYC, I got an office space for the business. Now I have over 15 staffs that I manage by the grace of God. Now, my point is, the reason why I went to get an office for my business was because I know that in 10 years' time, I will still be doing this business in a larger scale, definitely. But that you think maybe that just doing it for now, you can't scale it. Because you will not put in, you can't sacrifice for it because you just see yourself doing now. So the first thing is have long-term mentality. So I want you to start thinking, that business you are doing, how long do you see yourself doing it? It's when you see yourself doing a business for 2 years, that's when 20 years, that's when you can actually sacrifice 1-2 years to actually learn. Why are you sacrificing 5 years in medicine, 6 years? Because you know you might practice medicine for the rest of your life. So you can sacrifice the first 5 years. So for that business also, how long do you see yourself? If you see yourself just doing it for now, you are doing this just for now, you can't actually sacrifice a lot for you, and you can't scale such businesses, because scaling businesses means you invest your time, resources, and you are able to go to any extra length. Now, let me give you an example. We all know Facebook, right? Facebook, when Facebook first started, Facebook didn't make money for the first, I think, 3 or 4 years. Same thing with Uber. And they kept doing it because they know that when they start making them money, it will cover, they see Facebook as something that would last for long. So they are able to sacrifice now to gain the future. I don't know if you get my point. Please, I want to know if you're on the same page, if you understand. So I want to drop in the comment section if you understand this first point, or I should try and break it down in a way, maybe I should break it down further. But I want to know if, I'm sorry, I've jumped my slide. So, but please, I want you to drop in the chat section if you understand. Noah Okike said he understands. So I want, yes, okay, Hope Odeon said she understands. Yes, so if you don't see yourself doing that business for a long time, you just see which business can I, if you see maybe someone that is doing a makeup artist and you feel the makeup artist is just for now, just while you are in school, definitely you can't go for a training that you pay 100,000 or 200,000 to learn to better your skills. So the first thing is you need to have the long-term mentality. Think long-term. If you can think 5 years, 10 years, the sacrifice you'll be able to make now would be actually more. That's just the difference. The reason why you can sacrifice 5 years, despite the strike, despite the everything in school, is because we see that before, like we assume that school would serve us for the rest of our life. So we sacrifice that 5 years. We are not making money. We are not doing anything. We keep learning. We want to graduate the first class and everything. So that is that. For that same business also, if you see yourself doing it for a long time, don't let me spend too much time on this because our time is fast. But let me just go to the second one. The second point here is embrace challenges. Embrace challenges. Embrace challenges. See challenges as opportunities and part of life. Entrepreneurship is all about solving challenges. See, your mindset needs to change. You need to embrace one thing the mistake people make is when they see challenges in their business, they feel like, some will even say, for those that are Christian or spirit coco, they will feel like maybe it's God that does not want me to do this business. That's why I'm facing these challenges. That's why I'm facing the business I do now. The challenges I face in that business daily is enough to quit. Let me tell you, that was the business I'm doing presently now. Before we launched the real estate company, I'm still doing the business. Even despite that we've launched the real estate company, I'm still doing the business. As at 2021, I'm sorry, maybe I don't know the kind of gathering I am, but I mention figures sometimes, and if you check any of my social media profiles, these are things I've mentioned online. So I think I can share it. As 2021, that time I was still in school. So I think I graduated very recently, or 2020. Okay, 2021. Yeah, I think I was in my 500 level then. I was already making around 2 million naira profit monthly from this business, and I wanted to quit. Why did I want to quit? Because the challenges was too much. I run ads now. If you check my profile, like I said, I'm a digital marketer. So I run ads on Facebook daily. And the Facebook ban was too much. And I said, I will quit this business. So I messaged someone then, Tony Omotosho, if you know him or you might not know him, that I am planning on quitting this business. Like I've made so amount of this. I make at least at the point I'm sure I made 2 million naira profit in a month. Profit, not in sales. And I was like, but the challenges of the business is so much. What will you advise me? Should I quit or not? He just told me the challenges I'm facing. Let me even tell you, I almost quit. I went to get another course because I thought, let me quit this business I'm doing because of the challenges. Then I went to get another course. Then the course I got, the funniest thing, as soon as I got the course, started watching the programs and everything, I discovered that they were even having challenges in that business that I want to go into also. Their own challenges is even worse to the extent that they can't even make money from the business presently. So I was to myself like, I'm running from a business because of a challenge. Then I'm running into another problem. See, every business model has its own challenges. Your duty as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is to solve that challenges. That's what differentiate the boys from the men. Now, how do you solve the challenges? It's simple. The first thing is embrace the challenge. Know that you would actually face challenges in your business. Know that challenges will come. They are normal. So when you see, it's just like when you are traveling from Lagos to Ibadan, and somebody tell you that, thank God, I know not everybody knows Lagos. No, I said not everybody knows Lagos, and I'm sure everybody should know Ibadan. Let's assume you are traveling from Lagos to Ibadan, and somebody has told you that on your way to Lagos to Ibadan, you pass through Bega, and the traffic you face in Bega is like 3 hours before you even leave Lagos. Then on your way, there is a lot of potholes, there is a lot of this and that. Now, the essence of that information is not to discourage you from going on that journey, but to prepare your mind so that when you face that challenges on your way, you're like, they've told me before, I already know I will face you. I already know I will encounter this. I already know this will happen. So you are not surprised. But someone that does not, or they've even told you spend 7 hours all together, but someone that does not even know the journeys as well, maybe the person assume, okay, maybe the person check Google. You check Google now, what's the hours from Lagos to Ibadan? Google will tell you 2 hours 30, and I've spent 2 hours before. Yes, I spent 2 hours before. So that's what Google will tell you. But now, presently, the state of the road and everything will not allow you to Wow. Okay, we'll not allow you to. I have just 20 minutes left, so I have to actually rush you so I can take questions because I love taking questions. That's where the meeting. So I'm very sorry. I would actually have to rush. I will actually have to rush it. I'm sorry. So they've already told you that but someone that is not aware of all those challenges, once he gets to the road and he sees the traffic in Belgrade, the person might decide to go back. The person might decide because he feels like these challenges are too much. So as a business owner, if you want to scale your business, you must embrace challenges. The more you are able to actually overcome those challenges, the more you're able to get results. Now, let me go to the third slide. Yes, you can start dropping questions for those that have questions. The third one is you need mentors. One of the easiest way to scale is to find someone who has done what you want to do and learn from them. See, not one of the easiest. The easiest way to scale your business is to find someone who has done what you want to do and learn from them. Let me give you an example. There are three businesses I've done. The first one is the telecom business. Now, the telecom business, let me just tell you, now we have a website where you can purchase their utility bills. We have a mobile app, Play Store and App Store. But that's not how I started. I started with 4,500, like I told you. My mom borrowed me the money. And you know all these data sellers, that's the popular name. You sell data 1 gig, 2 gig. That's how I started. Then I scaled it. Now, when I was in school, that's how I started. I saw that I was making, I can remember then, I got it to the extent I was making 10,000 profit daily. As at then, I think I was in 300, 400 then. So as I started making that amount, then I thought to myself, let me have a website where you can buy this instead of them calling me. Let me have a website and everything. What did I do? I traveled. I was staying in Ogumosho there. I told you I graduated from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. So I traveled to Ibadan to meet someone who already has a website, who already has the kind of result I desire. That's the simple way. Find someone who already has the kind of result you desire in that business you do. You're a makeup artist. Find someone who already has the kind of result you desire as a makeup artist. You sell fixed phones, sell gadgets. Find someone who already does that. Find someone who already has the results you desire in your business and go and learn from the person. Now, to access this kind of people might be difficult. Some you might need to pay them. Some you go with a gift. I remember when I was going to with my friend, I just went with a gift. I spoke to him and he put me through. Now, that's not the first one. The second thing, when I switched to e-commerce, running Facebook ads, someone who was doing it was the one that put me through. Even recently that we launched our real estate company, I went to meet someone who already has the kind of result I desire. That's the secret. See, when you meet someone who already has the kind of desire, they can draw you to that point. If you want to travel from Lagos to Enugu, go and find a driver that has traveled from Lagos to Enugu and let him tell you how he did it. It's as simple as that. So that's how to scale your business. So when you want to, let's assume you are already doing whatever businesses you are doing. Maybe you are a makeup artist and you do maybe 15 makeups in a month. Go and find someone who already do 30 makeups and charge maybe 50,000 per makeup, 100,000 per makeup, and go and learn from the person. That's the way. You need to find mentors. You can't, they are the secret to life. You can't do it alone. I hope you are getting my point. Please let me know if you are understanding my point, and if you can relate to it. Let me know if I'm saying what you're able to relate to. So please let me know in the chat section before. Can see nobody ask questions yet. So let me know in the chat section if you can actually, you are getting my point. Okay. So the next point is learn the art of selling. Now, the reason why I'm actually saying this, I'm not trying to make it maybe, how do I put it? I'm trying just to list it as point because everybody's not doing the same business. So if I'm trying to, there's no way I can specify, and so that's why I'm using examples to actually back up my points. Now, the more you know how to sell, the more sales you make and the bigger your business grow. See, the one thing I actually learned, people see salesmen as people, when we talk about learn how to sell, the first thing that comes to people's mind is people that sell gala on the road, inside traffic. You feel those are the people selling. No, everybody sell. You sell your idea. For you to even be on this meeting, they've sold you an idea. For you to be on this, watching this webinar, they sold you an idea. They sold you a mindset like coming to this meeting would actually benefit you. Selling is just convincing another person to agree with your own perspective of view. As I'm teaching you this thing, telling you how to, I'm selling to you. Selling to you just means I'm telling you this is how you should do, and you are agreeing to it means you bought my idea, you bought my opinion. So you should learn how to sell. You see, sales is the lifeblood of any business. You can't scale any business that the sales are not coming in. You are a makeup artist and maybe you're only getting 3 appointments in a month. How will you scale it? So the first thing is, and there's a reason why what differentiates you would see someone with the same knowledge you know, but the person is making more sales than you, or the person is making more profit than you. There's something they know how to sell. So you must learn how to sell, and One of the books I would recommend to you is Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. Then How to Sell to Nigerians by Akin Alabi. I'm sure you know these people I mentioned. You should know these people I mentioned. You know, if you're in business, you know how to sell like crazy, like how to exactly sell or be sold. I love this. Selling is the transference of an idea from one mind to another. It's as simple as that. Someone has a question: how do you face challenges of those who buy on credit? I will answer this at the end of this. So learn the art of selling. See, once you know how to sell, there's no business you don't have confidence to go into. See, selling is what changes everything for me. Every day I keep learning how to sell. I know how to sell now. I have courses that train people on how to sell, but I still read books on how to sell, because the more I'm good at that, the more money I make, the more I know how to sell. Every money is made. Every month, I love the questions you're asking, because do you know I love the questions you ask? Is it okay to accept a very ridiculous price because you are just starting? I love the questions you're asking, because it's something that I might say might not even relate to you, because you are not there. So the books I've recommended is Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi or Sabri Subi. Yeah, Sell Like Crazy. Just Google Sell Like Crazy, you'll see it. Then How to Sell to Nigerians by Akin Alabi. Start with How to Sell to Nigerians by Akin Alabi. Yes, then go to Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. Now, that's just the starting point. So learn the art of selling, because even if your business is not making sense, you are not in business. The first thing to be in business is to start making. Now, make savings a compulsory habit. Save first to reinvest, then and diversify later. Now, make savings a compulsory habit. As I'm telling you that I started the business with 4-5. Now, the business I started with 4-5 just made me a lot of money to be able to actually have a website, get the mobile app. I started with 4-5. I told you I was making, it got to the time I was making 10,000 profits. When you start making money from business, the first thing that should come to your mind is not spending money or showing others that you've made it, or trying to prove that you have the money or anything. The first thing that you save, then reinvest it back into that business. I told you I was doing 4-5. Everybody would call me, hello, Ketu, that was my nickname. I need data, I need this. And it got to a point I feel I'll go for exams, the call will be too much and everything. Why don't I have a website? Is it not the money I got from the business I used to develop the website? What if I've been spending all my profit? Then I moved to another business, which is e-commerce. That one, it needed crazy capital. Then the money was crazy to me. You need hundreds of thousands, no longer crazy money to me, no longer big, but then it was a lot of money. But it was the money I saved from the data business, from the telecom business that I used to start the e-commerce business. Now we are into real estate by the grace of God. It's the money we got from the e-commerce business that we put into the real estate. No savior, no miracle is coming. Yes, I know miracles happen, but you're expecting miracles, then you are living your life to chance. It's blessings that actually that is sustainable. So you save from, no matter what, save. That's how to scale, because the more money you have, the better the quality of ideas you receive. The more money, let me repeat myself, the more money you save in your savings, the better the quality of ideas your mind brings to you. The more money you have, if you have those 100,000 in your savings, the quality of ideas that will be coming to your mind. Even if ideas of 1 million, 10 million is coming to your mind, it will just be coming and it will not stay. But when you have 10 million in your savings, then that idea, when it comes, to stay. Yes, because you have the money to execute it. So let me move to the next one. I think I have less than 10 minutes left, which is set goals with deadline. If you have a natural deadline, it would help a lot. Set goals with deadline. Now, let me tell you what I mean by set goals with deadline. When I was in my front running level, I already know I'll be moving to Lagos. They've not even posted me to Lagos on my NYC service. I told myself I'm moving to Lagos and everything. And I know when I get to Lagos, I have to get an apartment. I started checking online the cost to get an apartment in Lagos. I was checking Ikeja. And I was started seeing the price then. As at then, it was 1.5, 1.2, and everything. Then what did I do? I knew in my mind that I need to have this amount in my savings and the amount I will need to furnish those places. So I started working hard. I started working hard on my business. How can I do that? When I graduate, I need this amount to get a rent in, I need the amount to get in Lagos. As I then, I need this amount to get in Lagos, to get a rent in Lagos and everything. So it created a natural deadline, because I knew when I was going to graduate, and I knew that I have to have the money. See, there were some things I did then that I would not do on the normal day, but because I have a deadline. Now, the reason I said natural deadline is I don't control the time I graduate. I already know it by whether I like it or not. I will graduate on this also date, and I must have the money so that I'm not stuck back in Ogbomoso because I don't have enough money to get an apartment. And the last thing I will be talking about is, as you are scaling, start thinking structures and system. As you are scaling your business, start thinking. I don't want to dwell on this because I know most of us might not be at this level yet. Everybody is maybe at the point of self-employment and everything. But as you start scaling your business, now let me just give you an example. I said start thinking structures and system. When I was just a data seller, I thought the ideas of having a website started coming to me. That's thinking structure, system. How can I do this business, and how can it make me money in a way that even if I'm not there, I would still be earning that amount? Now, as you are speaking, people are buying, you are paying their airtime, buying data, buying subscribers to their GoTV, doing everything on the app. I don't have to be the one doing for them. So as you are scaling your business, start thinking, what if I can employ someone to be doing this for me? And I'll be paying. I said I have 15 staff now. They are working, paid and they are staff in my office. We work 24/7, like morning and night duty. So we run 24/7 around the clock. So how will you achieve all this if you don't think structures and systems? So, but I don't want to waste our time. I would like to ask to answer the questions that has been. So if you have questions, please ask again. I would like to ask, but please let me know if you've actually learned one or two things from everything we've said today. Let me know if you've learned one or two. I'll just try and recap my points, but let me know in the comment section if you've learned one or two things, or maybe I've just wasted your time, already know all these things before. Let me know if you've learned anything. So the first thing is have long-term mentality. You can actually think long-term. You can invest the time and resources needed to scale your business. And the second thing is embrace challenges. See challenges as opportunities and part of life. Entrepreneurship is about solving all these challenges. You need mentors. One of the easiest ways to scale is to find someone who has done what you want to do and learn from them. It's as simple as ABC. Find someone who has done what you want to do and learn from them. So whatever business you are doing, look at the ideal person, like who has the kind of results you desire, and learn from the person. The fourth one is learn the art of selling. The more you know how to sell, the more sales you make and the bigger your business grows. I love the question. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next one is learn the art of selling. Okay, I already said this. This next one is make savings a compulsory habit. Save first to invest in your business and then to diversify. So when you save first, you invest in that business that gave you the money, then you diversify. As set goals with deadline. Now, if you have natural deadline, it would help a lot. But if you don't have natural deadline, like my own, I know I would need to get an apartment in Lagos and everything, then set the deadline for yourself and work towards it. Now, there's a way you eat your goals, but we don't have enough time to be discussing that one. There are ways to eat your goals. As you're scaling, start thinking structures and questions. So let me just go to the questions. Okay, the questions. The first question I'm seeing here is.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for the insight.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know you are the one that would take the question and answer section. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. Thank you very much for that insightful session. It was awesome. Like, you are the real idol of business, because I can imagine you graduating like a few years back. I am now Ebola. Like, I want to be like you when I grow up. But thank you.
I want to be like you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that insightful session. So we have 3 questions, and I don't know, should I take it bit by bit? Should I ask the first question and you answer, or I just run through the questions and
No, ask one after the other.
All right, sir. Okay, the first question says, how do you face challenges of those that buy on credit? How do you face the challenges of those that buy on credit?
Yes. Let me just answer straight. You know, I told you, I'm teaching you practically from experience. I will be making it short. I'm teaching you practically from experience. And when I was a data seller, like I said, I was just a data seller, buy 1 gig, pay 250 naira, 300. That's what I started from. And I had a lot of people that were owing me that money. But the time I wanted to change for them, I put out a notice and told them, after so date, I would not be accepting credit again. I would not. That time I discovered that I had like 30,000 outside. Now, all this time I was in 200 level, 300 level. they were big money to me. So I got I had 30,000 outside on credit. I was like, this is too much. So I made a memo. I put it on my status. Then we have status. Then like I will not be accepting credit payment. Like if you don't send the money or you can't send the money immediately after I offer you the service, then don't pay me or don't patronize me. So I put the memo I gave them like 2 months to adjust. Like once it gets to that day that I said I will stop selling, I stopped selling. Now, let me be sincere with you. My sales reduced. I'm not a motivational speaker that will go and tell you my sales reduced, but I had more money because everybody that was buying now was buying and paying at times. So the way to stop is to tell them, you don't have to go to their DM and tell them, or you can just have an automated message that when the message you already told you, we don't accept credit payments or this and that, so that immediately they see it, they would know. And some people will fight you for it. See, people that were close to me fought me for it. Even my people that were like brothers to me then, not blood brother, but brothers that you have in churches, in areas and everything, they fought me and everything. But today, if my business has crumbled then, but today all of them celebrate me. But if my business has crumbled then because I was selling on credit, nobody would tell me because they will not appreciate me because I was selling on credit. They will say I was foolish. So please give them a notice that you stop selling on credit on so day. And once it's that day, please stop selling on credit. Your sales might drop, but you have more money because you are not selling on credit again. I hope I've answered your question. I don't want to spend more than that time.
All right, thank you very much, sir. The question was well answered. So the second question is it okay to accept a very ridiculous price because you're just starting a business? That means having a high price on your products just because you are just starting up and you want to gain more funds. Like, is it okay to accept a very ridiculous price?
Okay, well, the answer, there's no one way answer to that. Now, ridiculous price, to you, like you're the one that knows what's ridiculous price to you, but I feel the way you should put your things, you should have a standard price, like the way you are doing your things, this is the price I accept. And when someone is actually bringing ridiculous price to you, you can say no and you can say yes. There are sometimes you say yes to ridiculous price because there are other things you stand to gain. Maybe you feel if someone is bringing the idea of ridiculous price to you and you are still at the state that you need testimonials, why not accept the price and still make sure the person will give it testimonial? Because if others are paying you more, then if you get testimonial from that person that give you the price, his testimonial will convince others. And if you know that you are at the state that you don't need that money, the reason why people accept ridiculous prices when they are the point that they need that money badly and they don't have any. But if you are past that stage, it's not that money that will determine your survival, then you can reject the ridiculous price and say this is your standard. No, I can't do it for that amount. But if you know that's what will make you survive, accept it, but get testimonials along with it. Those testimonials would help you and let the person know that you are just doing this because it's the first time or because this, but you will not accept it. So that's the way to go about it. But there is no one answer, maybe yes or no to it. I hope you get my explanation. I'm done.
Thank you very much, sir. Another question says, what do you know about branding? So the person is asking about branding, like how to brand.
What do you know about branding? Okay, yes, now that question is wide. For which business? But branding is just perception. You make people perceive your business in a certain way so that they can pay you a certain amount of money. That's just the way I see branding. Now, let me give you an example. Now, there was a lady that when I was in school, these ladies that would be selling food in school and everything. So when I asked how much she sells her food, she told me this amount. I was like, it's a little bit pricey. I told her to send it over. So when it got to me, I saw the way she packaged everything. Now, when I saw the packaging, I was like, okay, this is worth it. So branding is what makes you charge more for the same. Now, let me give you another example. If everybody is selling the same thing, the fact that if everybody is selling a certain maybe laptop, but the fact that you've put a brand on maybe you are not calling your own this name, and you package it well, then people you can ask for more price. Now, what's the difference between yours and the other? Even though it serves the same function, you can tell them that yours is from a trusted brand and you are giving them warranty and you are giving them a warranty card and everything. So branding is just what makes you charge higher, even if your value and everything, even if the value you're offering is the same, but branding will make you charge higher. Why will you go to a restaurant and some restaurant will charge you 2,000 for a plate of jollof rice and some will charge you 15K. It's not branding and perception. By the time you get there, you self know that you can't pay 2K here. So it's just that it makes you charge more. So packaging, that's another one for branding. So I think that's that.
Thank you, sir. So I have a question, sir. Says, sir, most times I reduce prices of my goods so my customers won't run because I'm just starting and I need to gather customers. Sometimes I end up not even gaining anything. How do I tackle this?
Now, let me tell you, you reduce price so that your customers won't run. Let me, in business, if you are in business to make money, not to, now I understand your point, but one thing I do when I reduce prices, I sell a lot of things. One thing I do when I reduce prices, if I'm reducing my price, now let's assume I'm selling a product and I'm selling 100 per day and I'm making, let's assume 1 naira, let's use 1 naira so that I will not be thinking my head of any calculations. And I'm making 1 naira on each. That means I'm making 100. No, let's use 10,000. I'm selling 10,000 per day and I'm making 1 naira on each. That means I'm making 10,000 naira in a day. Let's assume I now reduce the price and I'm now making 50 kobo on each. That means at the end of the day, I'm making, and I'm still selling 1,000. That means at the end of the day, I'm making 5,000 naira or 500 naira instead of 1,000. One thing I now do when I reduce prices, when you reduce price, you should get more customers, so that your profit will not reduce. And by the time you now increase your price back, you would make more money. Let me repeat myself again. When you reduce when you reduce price, you push more marketing to bring more people into the system. DSTV uses this, every blessed business uses this. They reduce price to gain more customers. Like, let's assume you have 100 customers before, you're making 100 naira. You now reduce price, you're not making, with 100 customers, you make 50 naira profit. Then you should increase the customer base. Let the customer base be 200, then be making the same 100 naira. Yes, you are now 200 customers, but you are making 100 naira. But when you now increase your price back, because you now have 200 customer base, then you make more money. So when you reduce price, I don't know, I don't want to say but focus on your marketing to get more customer base. I always reduce price when I'm doing referral or all those kind of stuff or creating. So don't just reduce price abruptly, like you just reduce price, then expect miracles to happen. You are just gradually, you are chasing yourself out of business. So that's it. And also, let me just add this quickly. The way you do it is find more way to add. I don't know what you are selling, so I can't give you. Find more ways to add value to what you are selling, so that you will not be doing price war. See, don't fight price war. You can't be the cheapest. The cheapest is, if you can't be the cheapest, then don't be the second cheapest. Just be on your own pace. So don't find more ways to add value to what you are selling, so that it can be differentiated, so that people cannot compare. Just the same way you cannot compare one restaurant food to another because it's different, it tastes different. But if it's basically the same thing, then it's only price war you can fight. But I hope I've answered your question. I can't go deep more than that if I don't know the business you're talking about.
Thank you very much, sir. So quickly, can we all follow Mr. Timothy on Instagram and Twitter with his username, Timothy Moyofola, without space. The two names together without space. Timothy Moyofola on Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you very much. So we see how, I still have like 2 questions. I'm so sorry. Yes. And it says, how to find mentorship in an area of business? What's the best way to find mentorship?
Okay, to find mentorship is easy. I've said it before. If you are in a business, you should know those that are doing well in that business. You should know people you are looking up to. If you are in a business, you should have people that you desire to become like them. Then go and meet them. Now, the question you ask me is, you don't have access to them. That's what I'm saying. You have to pay for maybe courses, programs, training. When I was in Ogumosho, there are several times I've traveled to Ibadan to go for trainings on the business I want to do. When I started with internet marketing and everything. So I won't even say, I will travel to Ogumosho. Ogumosho to Ibadan is like 2 hours, 30 minutes. Sometimes I traffic 3-4 hours. And I will travel and go that same day and come back that same day just to attend 2 hours training. So you go and find it. Like, you shall see people that are doing, I'm already getting, but you will see people that are doing that business that you desire to be like them. Then go and find them. They will have a post they've written. They follow them on all social media or on all their social media accounts. Follow them on wherever they are. Then if they have any training, they organize any training, they have anywhere they are speaking, That's the way to get access to them. And so let me just quickly chip this in. I'm more active on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. But yes, I put quality content on TikTok. I don't dance on TikTok also, but for Twitter, I left it for now. So those are where you would see my content.
All right, thank you, sir. So we have 3 more questions. I'm going to merge 2 together because of our time, and ask one separately. So the 2 questions are merged together. How do we build convictions for business idea we are not sure of yet? That's the first question. The second one is, can you please recommend trainings for young entrepreneurs?
How do
we build convictions for business idea we are not sure of yet?
This person must be a Christian, because that word conviction is from it's from. Now let me tell you, what's it called? How do you build convictions for business? Now, if you are talking from the Christendom perspective, the way you build, how did you receive? The same way you receive the idea is the same way you build the conviction. Now, I believe the person is talking from scripture. And what, for me, if I'm not getting it wrong, if I talk from the scripture side, if I receive an idea, maybe I'm praying, and when I pray more, the ideas will become more time on my mind. It will be like, let me go and start this. The courage will be swelling up on me. Now, if you are talking about, if you are not talking from secular perspective, maybe an idea is coming from you, you are not able to even dissect it well. Just take time, start ruminating on the idea, start just developing yourself in business generally, read business books and everything. Then the idea would start forming up. And one thing I want you to get is, when some idea comes, you have to take the first step before you can see the second step. So if your idea is, maybe it needs you to share it with someone first, or talk to someone first before the idea would. So there are some ideas that will not come to you fully, that you have to take some step. As those ideas are coming, you have to take step 1, step 2. No business ideas, most of the business ideas, you won't see step 1 to 10 from step 1. Now, no, it's when normally when you are climbing high stairs, you can't see there are some stairs you can't see the end from the beginning. So you have to take some steps first. So maybe your own is either of the two. If it's through prayer, you receive it, or maybe you are a Christian. And for me, if I pray, if an idea comes to prayer or anyway, when I'm praying, it will become more tight. It will be boiling in me, like, do this thing, do this thing. So that's just the way. Now, the second question is, what was it called? Can I recommend trainings for young entrepreneurs? Now, I don't have any trainings I can recommend. I will just tell you, it's simple. Everybody is doing different businesses. Even if you are a professional, maybe you are a lawyer, you are a doctor. There are some lawyers that put content out online, then follow their content. There are some doctors that put content out online, maybe a pro doctor, now follow their content. Maybe that's kind of thing. Then it depends on your line. So I can't mention this person. It depends on what you want to do, or who you want to become, or what you want to become. So I think that's the answer to those questions.
Thank you very much. And I don't know, people are just dropping questions.
Yes, I see. Me personally, I love to teach. So okay. I'm not, but it depends on you guys' time. I'm here to answer that question. I already delayed and so I'm ready to make it up.
In the next 10 minutes, we should leave the call. So I would quickly rush through the questions I have. So someone said, how do you start from zero? And also, how do I get that large customer audience to patronize my business? So let me just, the 3 questions that I'm left with, let me just say it out. So the first one is, how do I start from zero? The second one is, how do I get that large customer audience to patronize my business? Any tips? And the last one is, how do I go about real estate?
How do you start from zero? Now, to start from zero, now to make money online, I love teaching online business. I said to make money online. To make money, you are either selling a product or a service. Now, you are either selling a product or a service. A product or a service. Now, if you are selling a product, to start from zero, that means you need to start with drop shipping. That means you don't have a product to do, but you can take the pictures or start writing about the product, post it on your WhatsApp status, post it on wherever you want to post it. And when people make payment for it, you go and get it. You've added your profit to it, then you sell it to them. That's a simple way to start from zero for product. We call it drop shipping, but I've explained the concept to you. But for services, you don't have to have money now. Maybe a service, maybe you are, I don't know which kind of service is coming to my mind. No service. Yeah, maybe maybe I don't even know. I don't even know. But for service, it's just something you do. It's okay, like for service now, you are a makeup artist. That's the service business. What's the service? Once you have your kit and everything, you go and do the makeup. So that's how to start from zero. Now, how to get maximum customer base and everything. See, the simple way is I've already told you, go and learn how to sell. Now, the simple way to get maximum customer base, what gives me confidence, basically God, but apart from God, is the fact that I know how to run paid ad. So that means if I want to reach 1,000 people now, if I want to reach 10,000 people, 10,000 Nigerians, 1 million Nigerians, 1 million Ghanaians. Now, my e-commerce business is a business around in Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Benin Republic. Now, how will we be able to reach this? Because I know how to run ads. I can get on my Google, YouTube, run ads to people in Ghana, run ads to people in Cameroon. I can get on my Facebook, run ads to people in all over Nigeria and everything. So you learn this thing. Now, let me tell you something. When you are starting, it can look overwhelming. When I first wanted to start learning digital marketing, it was overwhelming. I had to learn how to use WordPress, how to run Facebook ads, how to do email marketing, how to do this. I said, why will I start? Like, this thing is too much. But start. 1,000, what's it called? 1,000 miles begin with a step, or a step of, I don't know, you shall know the quote. A step of a whatever step begins to start. So the way to reach maximum is to run paid ads to get them. Now, the last one is, can you remind me the last one? The last question.
Yeah. How do you go about real estate? Real estate.
Okay, if you want to start real estate, the first way to start is by becoming a realtor. For every real estate company, they have, what's it called, the sales arm. So join the sales arm of real estate. It does not cost you anything. They will share all the details of the product they are selling. So just join and start attending real estate training. See, our life is so easy when it comes to this world now. You can learn online. Imagine this kind of meeting now. Everybody is scattered all over Nigeria. You can easily come here to learn. So everything that I learn most of it online. I go for physical trainings also, but online. So join for the company you want to start selling from. Look for a company that you trust. Then join the sales arm. They will have a WhatsApp group and where they drop all those materials you need to sell it. And they will even organize free trainings for you. Some will be paid. Then that's just the basic way to start real estate. That's how I started. I started as a realtor before I launched my own company also. Yeah, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very, very much, sir, for the insightful session. Like it was just a summary, because I know that there are still more in you that you want to let us know, but there is no time. But the ones you like dish out this evening is so massive and it's so impactful. And we want to say thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing with us your success story. Thank you for sharing with us your insights, your knowledge. We couldn't have gotten a better facilitator than. Thank you very much, sir. And sure, we would follow you.
I'm sorry for the network glitches at the beginning also. I'm very, very sorry about that.
It's fine, sir. It's fine, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And we hope that whenever we call you, you would
definitely
acknowledge our invite. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. So we have come to the end of today's session, and I hope that we have all learned a whole lot, starting from having how to scale your businesses, having the long-term mentality, embrace challenges, believe mentors, learn the art of selling, save more. I think entrepreneurs tend to always, the more they get money, you want to spend, you want to ball, you want people to know that you've arrived. And according to what Mr. Timothy has said now, it doesn't work that way. You have to save first and then reinvest. The money you earn, you reinvest. There's going to be a particular time that you start paying yourself salary. I think there's a part of paying yourself salary in business. So there's time for everything. So you don't just, because you are making money, you are now seeing money, people are buying your products, people are buying your services, you now want to start spending your money. I think if most entrepreneurs that we have, successful entrepreneurs that we have currently are doing it that way, they won't get to where they are today. So they make money and they reinvest that money. That's why Dangote is still reinvesting till today. Dangote is still looking for money till today. So that's what entrepreneurs are all about. Because I've gone to so many conferences talk about entrepreneurs talking about how they make money and they reinvest money. You will not hear an entrepreneur saying that my first money, I went to use it to buy shawarma, I went to buy a car, all those. They will tell you that they reinvested their money. So I think that's a major part, that you reinvest your money, you save more, you set goals, and you set goals with deadline. And as you are scaling, start thinking structures and system. That means you don't have to be stagnant. You have to keep moving. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep like seeing a better part of your business. You have to, that's where these goals comes in, because when you set a goal, you already know what you want your business to look like in the next 5-6 years. And as you are scaling bit by bit, you build structures, you have better ideas on how to achieve those goals. So thank you very much, Mr. Timothy. We say on behalf of the TVA members and team, want to say thank you. So we come to the end of, we'll be having another facilitator that will be taking us on another topic for the Congress. Thank you. Please kindly reach out to your colleagues, your friends, your classmates to join us next week. Promise that it's going to be an insightful session. So thank you very much and God bless. Please kindly follow Mr. Timothy on his social media platform. Mr. Timothy, can you give us your Facebook handle, since you said you are more conversant?
Facebook handle is Timothy Moyofola, Timothy space Moyofola. Why the rest, Instagram, TikTok is
and
Timothy
Twitter
Moyofola
are without
together,
space.
no space. Yes.
Okay. So his Facebook account is Timothy Moyofola with the space, and his other accounts, the Twitter and the Instagram accounts, are without space. So it's two names, Timothy Moyofola. I love it, simple, and there's no paparazzi. So thank you very much. See you next weekend. Mr. Timothy, you can join our session next weekend if you are available.
No problem. Same time, right?
Yes, sir. Same time, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.